Okay, welcome to the Independence Live office. What's up? What's going on here? Well, I'm setting up for Thursday's event, which will be Dr. Craig Dazelle from Commonweal. We'll be chatting to journalist and documentary maker Campbell Martin. Plus, we'll be showing Campbell Martin's full documentary, The Only Game in Town, the Great PFI Scandal. We'll be live streaming to various locations. This includes our livestream.com/Independence Live channel and 5 Facebook pages, including our own, and the other 4 are IndyCar Gordon Ross, who does brilliant daily live streams from his car. If you haven't caught him yet, check him out, just do a search on Facebook. Also, we are the 45%. Yes, Scotland's Future, and Yes to. Also, you can find a live stream on the Yes to Hub app and various websites, including our own, independencelive.net, Common Space, Truly Scottish TV, and others. Okay, so you can catch us the Thursday event being live streamed all over the place. I do urge you to follow us on other Facebook pages that show the live streams, so that you get notified when we go live, right? I think if you do a follow and you see the live stream, you click on it and it asks you to, if you want notified or not. So just check that out, okay? So we'll get lots of cool stuff coming up. You can check our website for that, independencelive.net, and you'll see what's coming up. Obviously, a lot of events we do, they just happen, right? So that's another reason to follow us on Facebook. We don't always have time to set up events and put them up on our website, believe it or not, right? We just go live. Also, we've got one coming up with James McInerney, right? He's a lecturer and journalist for Common Space and others. He's going to be doing a tour of Scotland on his motorbike, so I'm really looking forward to sorting that out with James, that's for sure. Okay, so what am I going to be doing today? Well, what I'm going to be doing is going through the process of setting up for Thursday. Yeah, it's from scratch. It's from scratch because we had a big dirty virus in our laptop, and I had to reinstall Windows 10. So it's from scratch. Everything's from scratch again. So I thought some of you might be interested and watch what's going on. Who knows? Anyway, you can send me messages, okay? Looking at this, or looking at the live stream on my big laptop at the moment, right? So if you've got any questions, just send us a message, okay? I'll be monitoring it on our Independence, our livestream.com/Independence Live. If you go there, you'll see this event live, okay? Click on that, you can send us a message. Right, I'm going to send one out in a moment. Hello. Right, in terms of audio, okay, audio is coming from my iPad, right? The mic's coming from my iPad. It might not be the best, but that's what I've got to do at the moment, right? I'm not hooked up to any other mics, okay? And I've got a few cameras set up in the office. And there's one at the moment, which it seems to have frozen, which is a bit worrying. Alrighty. Let's see if the iPad's working. The webcam has just frozen on me. Okay, so it's 2 cameras, and unfortunately, I'll see if I can try and get. Okay, there's the first job. I'm going to try and get the webcam working. Okay. Let's see. Why is the webcam stop working? Tell you what. If I remove the webcam, close it, and then I'll try and add it as another camera. Let's see. Camera. Right, can't even detect it, which means I've probably unplugged it. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, I've unplugged it. Alright, so let's get that back in the go. Okay, there you go folks. First job is to try and get the webcam working. Okay, let's see. Add camera. I'm using vMix to do this particular live stream. Alright, okay, I've got Logitech back. I don't want audio on it, none. Good. Okay, so let me just go and locate my webcam down there. I'm just moving my webcam into an easier location for me. Okay, right, let's see. Hopefully there's no audio coming through in my webcam. No, there's not. Right, okay, so let's have a look at my webcam. There you go. Right. Okay, so that's sorted out. I think the sound's coming through okay. I'll just have a little listen to it on my laptop. Right. Okay, it seems a bit low to me, but you can let me know. Okay, it seems to be okay in vMix going out, but it does seem a bit low. Right. Okay, let's go. Send us some messages through my live stream channel, folks. Okay, livestream.com/independence live. You'll see the event there. Right. Okay, what am I going to do first? This is my bit of paper. What I'm going to be doing. Right. So first thing I'm going to do is set up live stream studio on my big laptop. Right, so my big laptop, let's see, can you see it? Yeah, you can just see it. I'll move that over a bit. You can see my laptop there. Right, so I'll move this over a little bit. Move that there. Right. Okay, live stream studio. Alright, so this is the program I'll be using on Thursday to live stream out. Okay, I'm actually using a different one just now to live stream at the moment. Okay, it's vMix I'm using, but I prefer to use live stream studio on Thursday. So what do I do first? First thing I want to do is add media. The only game in town, that's the video I'll be running. Okay. Right, so that's my video added. Also need to add the ident, video ident. So I need to locate that someplace. It's not in there. So right, there's my hard disk. Hard disk. I'll put it down some bit, I can't find it. Right, yes. Right. Okay. So I'll get this plugged in. Close that, close that, close that. Let's see if we can find my graphics and video. All get shuffled about when I had to reformat my hard disk. Okay, let's see. editors. Right, I've got little idents, so I can grab that, copy that, over. Graphics. Video. I'm just looking for a video. It's Gab's music ident. Alrighty, okay, got that. Hopefully everyone's live streaming okay. Let's just check it. Yeah, still good, okay. Alright, let's get this going. Okay, let's me get the video ident, so I need to add that. Right, didn't want to open it. Why is that? Video, did it copy it over okay? Seems to have done. Alright. Oh, it's something. Okay, so it's not happy with that video. Don't know why. Let's try it again. It's not very exciting stuff, I'm afraid, folks. Copy that and put it, stick it in there. Do you know what? I'm going to start Live Stream Studio again. So I'm just starting Live Stream Studio again. I'll try and load in where ident, Independence Live ident, so when we run it, it just does all the fancy video stuff. A short intro, right? Let's see if we can add it again. So it's just loading up at the moment. It's a media. Alright. Yeah. Baffled. Alright, I'm going to have to leave that just now. So I'm just going to add a logo. Right. Okay. Right, I've added my logo. I need the graphic for the event. Right, that's our graphic. Right. That's good. Right, if you want to send us a message, you can. If you go to livestream.com/independence live, you'll see the live stream there. Okay. And alrighty. So I'm just setting up some of the graphics displays for Thursday. Add a bit of text. Yeah, that looks alright, except you can't see it. So one of the channels we'll be live streaming to is IndyCar by Gordon Ross. Gordon does amazing live streams, daily live streams. It's fantastic. So you should check him out. Just do a Facebook search for IndyCar. Okay. Right, I'll do that. So that's me set one up. Got that set up. Got that set up. Okay, that'll do fine. Right. What else do I need to do? Graphics. Bloody was added. Need the ident. I can't add that just now and I don't know why. Okay. Right, I think that'll do for now. Right, okay, so I'm now going to go into H6 Zoom. Right, okay, so the H6 Zoom, that will be the two lavalier mics, right? One for Craig and one for Campbell. And I'm slightly concerned because the last live stream we did, there was a lot of static coming through one of the mics, and I need to check that that mic's okay. I think it is okay. I think it was Robert's jumper that the lav mic was attached to it. It was a lot of static going on in that. So there may be problems with that, but I'm going to find out. Okay, so let's go. Right, so got a tripod. It's going to sit next to me here, and I'm going to put the H6 Zoom on it and all the XLR cables, which will be run from next door. In fact, tell you what, why don't I take you, I'll show you the actual space, right? I'll show you the space where we're actually having the live stream. Okay, the event. Alright, so this is a remote camera on an iPad. you need to switch over. Right, so here we go. I'm going to show you where we hold the event live streams. Right, I can live stream the interviews within this little office as well, right? But it's usually through here. Right. Okay. So all the furniture gets moved away. We clear the space, and a little table there. We have some room for some audience here. Yeah. So, and we put up banners and different things. So that's where the actual live stream will be, but I'm going to do a test in here, set everything up in here. Okay. Right. Okay, so let's get the H6 Zoom set up. Don't need this. Right, H6 Zoom, I need the H6. That's the H6 Zoom, yeah. Okay. Start fiddling. This down. This off. In case you've just joined us, I'm doing a setup for Thursday, 7 PM. We've got an event in the office. It's Dr. Craig DL and Campbell Martin. Campbell Martin's currently a journalist and documentary creator, and we'll be showing his documentary, The Only Game in Town, The Great PFI Scandal, and Craig, Dr. Craig DL from Common Wheel, he'll be interviewing Campbell. So we'll be also running the full documentary. So it should be quite good if you're interested. PFI scandal, PFI stuff. Tune in and find out more on Thursday. Right. Okay. That's on okay. Plugs in here. Right, that'll plug into my laptop. Okay, I'll give you, show you this. Right, so, alright, so that's the H6 Zoom, and it's attached to this big laptop. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just for a test, because I don't want to run out all the cables, big XLR cables to all the way through to that other room where we'll be holding an event. I'm just going to get a H6 mic out, a lavia mic. I got the lavia mic, attach it to the H6 Zoom. So let's see this. Just bring this out here. Okay, so cut. Let me just check the live stream. Is it still going? Is it faded? Okay, it's spinning. which is not a good sign. Hopefully I'm still live streaming. It says I'm still live streaming. Let's have a look at. I'm also live streaming it to. Let's see, look. Let's look. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, it's just a bit slow. Right. Okay. Right. Okay, so I need to get the mic attached to a mic on 5. Okay. Right. Need a little cable. Okay, bring this over here. This hooks into the belt. Okay. Right. Got this, a little lav thing, little clip thing. Right. Okay, so that's the one. Going to test this mic first. I hope if I put it on right. Right. Okay, so that mic's on. I'm going to switch on the H6 in. Make sure everything's turned down. It's not supposed to be on. The audio interface on the H6 in, stereo mic, powered by PC. Okay, right. I've got it plugged into number 1, 5. Okay, so that's going through. I need more headphones. Right, more headphones. Right, okay. This is going into my H6 in. Okay, testing. Okay, I can hear myself fine, but I can also hear the sound coming through from the laptop. Right, it's firing it through here as well. Right, so that's something I'll be sorting out when I go to look at the big monitor. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Right, put that. I'll put that out of the way. Try it. Right, okay, so that sounds fine, right? So that mic's fine. I want to test the other mic because of the problems we had the last time. So I need to get this out. Well, okay. So, mic, set this up first. Put it on a clip. Always get this mixed up. Okay, there we are. Just attach it there. Okay, that's done. Get a mic on 5 connector. Okay, now instead of getting another cable out, what I'm going to do is just swap this, so this works fine. So right, that works fine. It's fiddly to take off these clips. Right, that works fine. Okay, let's try this one. Okay. Oh, I didn't set that up. Right. Take that mic. Keep that off. Okay, so, okay, that sounds good. Let's have a look. Let's have a listen. Okay, any interference? No. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. That sounds pretty good as well. So I'm thinking that problem last time was more to do with the mic being moved about and Robert's jumper material was made for. Okay, something to look out for. Right, I'll leave this mic and I think, yeah, leave it on just now. Yeah, because I'm not a good test. Right, so 86 zoom is fine. So I now need to add it to Livestream Studio. Let's see. Let me have this set up. Okay. Audio in. Mic on 5. Save. Okay, so I can see it coming through on Livestream Studio when I speak, so that's fine. Okay, so can I hear that? Not can I hear it? Am I supposed to hear it through this? Let's see it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right. So what I need to do is have a look at the sound. Sound set up on my computer. So I'm looking at recording. So disabled, microphone, don't need that. under recording disabled, so the only thing that's recording is the H6. Playback. Now, playback. I don't want it to be playing back via the H6, so disabled that. Okay, so can I hear myself going through? Yeah. Testing. 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 Okay. Right. 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 That should be fine. That should be fine. I can hear myself. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Speakers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. Right. Okay. So let's add a camera. Just my webcam at the moment. Okay, so that's the camera coming through. All the other cameras go on when I connect them up. Right. So there's not really much more I can do here, is there? Right, so, okay, H-Syn's connected up, fine. I'm now going to deal with the monitor. Right, we've got to keep these safe. They're very expensive mics. I broke one last week, 140 quid to replace it. Right, monitor. Okay, so for this I need a HDMI cable, which I keep in the cupboard. So I have to move the webcam. HDMI. Need a wire for this. That might do it. Yeah, that should do it. 1.5 meters. Back of the laptop. Into the back of the monitor. Right. And that's powered. Okay, monitor's on. Right, so we've got a monitor. Right. Monitor. Right, now, if I want to play a video through the monitor, I need to do complicated things. What have I got? LJ wide. Right, okay. Right. So I need to display settings. Oh, laptop's crashed. Nope, it's back. Duplicate, no, extend these displays. Keep changes. Right. Back to Livestream Studio and down to into settings, then I go to multi-screen, then program. Oh, right. Okay. Aha, program. Good. It just takes a little bit of time to sort itself out. That's good. So on the big screen, right now that big monitor, that big monitor. That big monitor, that will be out in the other room. Okay, so I need the audience as well as Craig and Campbell to be able to listen to it when I run the video for them. Okay, so but given that I can't get access to the studio area, which is actually a working business reception area during the day, I just do the tests in the office, right? So it's all the same except for other cables. Okay, so what I want to happen is for sound to come through that monitor. Right, here it goes. Right, so here it goes. Let's see if it works. Media. Let's play it. Right. There's a fiddle little thing you need to do, which gets me every time, and that is right. I need the mic. I've got to replicate them out there talking through mics. Okay, so I actually need this mic plugged back into me. I don't know. I need to stick it on, but what the hell? Put that in there. Right. Okay, so that's in there. So I'm monitoring one. Ooh, did you hear that, folks? Right, that's the thing. That's the fiddly thing, right? So what you do is when I play a video on the H6 zoom. On the H6 zoom, that you can't see because that graphic's in the way, right there, I'll pull it out of the way. Where is it? I'll pull the graphic out of the way just now. Right, so on the H6 zoom, right, I have to switch off the mics before I play the video, right, or you get feedback in the sound. So okay, so let's replicate it. So, okay, it's off, then I play the video. So that's the video comes through in the big monitor. Big monitor, okay? With the sound. Right, okay, good. Then, okay, when that video stops, I then go to the various mics that are on, the H6 zoom, and I switch them back on. Oops, no you don't, I made a mistake. Need to write this down. When the video finishes that, I then have to actually switch the sound off for it, which is in a big laptop, right? So that's it off, right? So then I would switch on to, I would cut to another screen, that'd be the guys talking, to any of the cameras. Okay, so I think I've cracked it. Have I cracked it? Yeah, let's just have a look at this. Audio is always on, but I'm not getting audio through. Wait a minute. Okay. Right, why is the audio not coming through? I dropped the audio. Testing. This is not switched it on. Right, okay, so it's on. Right, I do need to write this down. This is insane. Okay, so let me do this, folks. Okay, so audio. Right, one. Then two, off. H6 to play video. No, don't play video. Audio off H6. Then to audio on. Audio on monitor. On monitor. 3 play video. 4, that finishes. Audio off monitor. 5, audio on H6. There's actually no easy way to do this. There's no easy way to do this. You actually have to go into the computer's little sound icon and switch the sound monitor on and off. And on a H6, switch them on and off. There's no easy button. And if you don't get it right, you get the big high-pitched interference squeal. Okay, so that's good, that's done. Right, so, what time is it? Okay, 4:15. Okay, just to let you know, folks, if I'm still live streaming out on Facebook, you can only live stream to Facebook for 2 hours, then you have to reset it in the live stream. So, out of matter of interest, let me check that it's still simulcasting. Yeah, still simulcasting, I believe. Connected. Right, so, but if I do drop off the Facebook live stream, you want to follow me to the end of this setup, then go to our live stream channel, livestream.com/independence live. Okay, folks. Right, now I'd say I've done the live stream studio setup. Apart from video, gotta have to write that down. No, I haven't got it back. Right, okay, so I'm going to cut to this, show you, right, so all these cables down here have to connect to that box, which is an expansion box which connects to this big laptop, right? So I'm going to set up some of the cameras. Alrighty, so it's the best way to do this. There's no best way to do this. Right, I am taking the mic off because I don't want to get the cables whacked, right? So not want to break my Rode mic on mic, which I did last week, which is £140 worth. I broke it. I freaking broke it. Right. Right. Livestream Studio. Back to Livestream Studio. Right. Cams. Let's get some space sorted out. Not connected. Right. So, in case you've just joined us, this is a setup for Thursday night's events. I'm just doing it in the little yellow room because I can't use the other room. It's a work in the office, and we take up we use the reception area, turn it into a studio. I'm just sorting out the cameras, folks. Right. Right. Okay. Right. So this camera. Right. Okay. Let's get this sorted. Very dodgy. I'm going to take the chair out of the office. Give me more space. Right. Tell you what, tell you what folks, I need a break, right? So what I'm thinking of doing is running until I get back. I'm going to run a bit of the documentary we're going to be showing fully on Thursday, which is, where's it going again? It's the only game in town, right? The great PFI disaster, okay? So I'll run that just now, right? I've got it. I've got it. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. Right, so I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes, right, to set up the cameras, okay, for testing, right? Back in a short while, folks. Gonna make a coffee.
I'm Campbell Martin. I'm a journalist, but back in 2004 I was a member of this place, the Scottish Parliament. It was a very different time. We had a Labour-led Scottish Government in partnership with the Liberal Democrats under First Minister Jack McConnell. Labour also formed the UK Government. It was the time of Tony Blair and Gordon Brown. The party had swept to power in a political landslide and, in what was portrayed as cool Britannia, suddenly a miraculous transformation began to affect towns and cities across the country. In virtually every part of the UK, Labour-run councils were building brand new schools. Health boards were constructing new hospitals. It seemed, on the face of it, that Labour had unearthed an economic miracle in the shape of a revamped private finance initiative. Renamed as public-private partnerships, the funding method allowed the Labour Party to deliver new facilities for local communities. But in the area I represented back in 2004, local people were not happy about plans to build a new school in Saltcoats. There was overwhelming opposition to Labour-run North Ayrshire Council's plan, which would see a new secondary school built on Lake Dykes playing fields, the only sports pitches serving the two towns of Saltcoats and Ardrossan.
As I joined local people attempting to save an area of grass, I had no idea what we were about to discover. Back in 2006, I had little idea either what a public-private partnership was, but along with others, I was about to find out.
As a journalist, I had to get my head around this, and it's really, at its root level, quite simple, I think. It's a method that successive governments have thought is a good idea of getting private sector investments, money from private companies, to help fund public sector projects like schools and hospitals.
Well, the Private Finance Initiative, or the Public-Private Partnership as it was renamed, is a way in which the UK government decided to keep major capital projects off balance sheet so it didn't count against the national debt. A way of funding capital projects. So in theory one would think it might be a good idea, but the difficulty is that the government and organisations like health boards and local government actually were taken advantage of by private companies with their own cooperation, it has to be said. And so major projects were built at vastly extravagant cost.
Well, PFI and PPP for me is a huge drain on the public resources. The contracts came to light for me several years ago when local authorities were paying out huge amounts of money to service debts and service contracts for what seemed to be a very small amount of schools. And it caused us a huge amount of concern because we tried to track down where the money was going, who it was getting paid to, and we were getting very mixed answers. So the reality was for us, it just seemed to be initially a huge cost for very few buildings.
But I know the governments said at the time that it was a great scheme and value for money, but I think we know now that that's not really the case. Some people, on good evidence, have described it as a rip-off.
Even today, with all the investigative tools we have at our disposal, the secrecy surrounding the Public Finance Initiative and public-private partnerships makes it very difficult to put an exact figure on just how much of a rip-off the whole thing has been for the public purse. A UK Treasury document published in December 2016 lists the total value of active PFIs and PPPs in Scotland as being £5.6 billion. But the Treasury figure doesn't paint the full financial picture, far from it. The figure of £5.6 billion represents only the cost of actually building new schools and hospitals. Using PFIs or PPPs means councils and health boards sign up to long-term contracts where the private companies who built the schools and hospitals are also paid to maintain them, usually for 30 years. This means that while the Treasury figure puts the cost of Scotland's PFIs and PPPs at £5.6 billion, independent economists have calculated the true cost is actually around £36 billion. Of that figure, £21 billion is still to be paid by councils and health boards, which of course actually means £21 billion is still to be paid by Scottish taxpayers. This is money going from the public purse into the bank accounts of private companies and international financial organisations.
it would have been easier and cheaper to have borrowed from the public sector rather than the private sector. But for some reason, you know, in the sort of economic, political climate of the time, you know, neoliberal economic values, public sector was seen as bad and private sector was seen as good. Private sector were able to sell their skills, said they could do these things quicker, more efficiently, and so on. And that became the accepted ideology, the accepted belief of the day. And of course, they were introduced originally by the Conservative government and then taken on by the Labour government in the UK, who both found them a convenient way, or thought they'd be a convenient way to get credit for building lots of schools and hospitals. In retrospect, it doesn't look so good.
This is St Matthew's Academy in Saltcoats. It's one of 4 schools built by North Ayrshire Council using a public-private partnership. It was...
Okay folks, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that small clip from the documentary. It'll be running on Thursday at 7 o'clock. We'll have Dr Craig DL speaking to Campbell Martin, journalist and documentary producer. So it's going to be about PFI, what's it called again? The only game in town, okay? Right, this is what I need to do now. I need to set up some cameras, right? I'm testing everything in the little yellow room. All be taking place through next door, okay? But I can do a test in here. Right, I need to set up my SDI cables to my expansion box. Right, let me change the camera so you get a better view. Okay, righty, so, right, let's have a look at these cameras. This camera and that camera, the big ones, okay, side ones, right, so let's sort this out. Right, for this I need plugs. Right. I need this. For each camera is one of these things. This one. Yeah. Right, need micro HDMI. These things are micro HDMIs. You take micro HDMI into the camera and HDMI out. So HDMI. One camera, okay, put that over there. One, let's try this other one. Yeah, this one. Number 2. Micro HDMI to HDMI cable. Quiet again. Another one of these boxes. It's a capture box, HDMI, SDI audio, HDMI. Okay. So that captures the camera output. Okay. Yeah. So the camera's set up. Now these other two cameras are slightly different. Now, HDMI output cable for it. The other ones are micro. So I get my HDMI to HDMI box. Just need a couple of short ones. Don't you use long HDMI cables for this? Right. Another one of these boxes. Right. Yeah. Okay, into the camera. This is a Canon camera that I'm using here. The other one, the first two were Panasonic. Right. Yeah. Up, down. Right. So the two Canon ones need power. I can run other cameras off batteries. I'll tell you what, might be power in these. Yeah, okay. Alright. Okay, now for the thing I dreaded the most, this. Now, they're 10-metre cables and all that, so let me find the beginning of this. We plug in to the expansion box. Right, so let's try green. I should untangle all these, but we'll do it first of the night, just too much. Right. Okay. Now, I know this one goes to the top because it's got no sticky label on it. Colour coordinated here because there's just so many cables, it just gets confusing. Right, now plug that. One. And that goes into one of these cameras, boxes into the box. One of the little HDMI boxes. Right, and then that in here. Make sure it's okay. Right, that's that locked. That's that locked. Yeah, it's locked. Right, okay. Let's try switching on this camera. Okay, cam 1, it's not up. Inputs. Oh, right, can't tell if I plug my expansion box in. Right, there's my expansion box on. Yes, it is. Right. Going to restart Livestream Studio, it just didn't pick up the camera. So come on, pick it up. Right. Still picked it up, so let's see if we can find out why. That's camera 4. Camera 1. Yay! Okay, so I've got one camera up and running, that's good. Let's get the other ones. I think blue is the next one. Right. Put that in there, tighten that up there. Looking for blue. Right. Let's see. I'm switching on camera to the camera 3. Camera 3. No power in that, so that camera needs connected to the mains. Right, there we go. Tight, tight, right. So to consider the other Canon camera that I've got on. Don't know how much it's got battery charge that I'm going to plug that in. Right. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to need to restart Live Stream Studio again. This is camera 3. Yeah, got camera 3. Good. Only 2 more cameras to do. And those require micro HDMI, which I've got. No, I don't. Right, okay, I've done all that. Right, so red one next. So these blue cables are about 10 metres. It stretches out into the studio space next door. Right, it's the red one. Right. Red. Yeah. Okay, connected. Connected. And my big laptop's crashed. That's quite annoying. Right, come on, control. Right, okay. So I need to just switch it off. Totally crashed. Slightly worrying that. Right. Okay. Do you know what? I'm just going to plug in the last camera as well. Right. So live stream studio crashed there after I plugged in the last camera, so I had to, it crashed my machine, so I just had to reboot it. Everyone's on. Let's see if we can get the other two cameras back. 3. No, not happening. Yeah, missing one of these. That's not help. Okay, so I've got another camera. Right, but I've got one that's not working, which is two. Which is this one. Right, maybe it's not working. It's plugged in. Plugged in there. Right, nearly all cameras working. Oh, it's crashed. Fuck. Oops, sorry for swearing there, folk. Oh, it crashed again. Right. That was quite annoying. Let's see, hopefully we'll get all cameras this time. Come on.